Back again with Naylor, Barker, Stiegel, and if you can smell it in the air, guys, it's almost time for Labor Day. I can hear different things in Hamilton when I know it's going to be different, the intensity and a few other things I can't mention on air. But when we're talking about the significant matchups, significant storylines leading into Labor Day, Dave, what are we looking at?
I like Argos at Ticats, and there's a long history of really good Argo teams going into Hamilton on Labor Day and weird things happening. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to in this one, the atmosphere all around that. And look, I think there was a possibility before last night that the Argos might have looked past Hamilton a little bit, even on Labor Day. I mean, not after last night with what they did in BC. And just kind of you go back to the opening game, the Argos, their home game, when Hamilton was in BMO Field. The Ticats were favorites in that one. So think how much has changed over 10 and 11 weeks of the season. Again, it won't surprise me because some very, very strange things, whether it was Ivor Wynne Stadium or Tim Hortons Field, can happen on that day when the Argos come to town.
Well, that'll be a great game. But in terms of sitting in the stands on Labor Day, I'm not sure there's going to be anything better than being in Saskatchewan for Saskatchewan Winnipeg. They just beat the BC Lions. Winnipeg's coming in there. Those Rider fans are going to be going nuts. It's going to be a slobber knocker, that one. That one is going to be...
Slobber knocker, that's a good word.
It's all going to be... Oh, my goodness. I'm excited about that Sask-Winnipeg game. Although BC-Montreal is interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Calgary-Edmonton. Bill, what do you like?
I like them all. There's nothing like the Labor Day Classic in Saskatchewan. I tell people all the time, I don't miss playing football, but I miss the atmosphere of that game. Also, that first game, Montreal and BC. You know, BC is struggling right now. They got to travel across the country. Both of these teams are trying to get their footing back. But that Hamilton-Toronto, I'm looking forward to that one. And to my people in Hamilton, I'm coming to town. I know I talk bad about you, but please be nice to me. I don't want to have to beat anybody up, but I think all these games this weekend are going to be good.
And the dynamic of the Montreal-BC game has completely changed. Who are the BC Lions? They've got to reestablish themselves.
They're struggling.
And Montreal kind of, they had an off night as well. So you got two teams that are trying to get up off the mat a little bit. But the questions around the Lions, to me, are really intriguing. And I think that Montreal game's a great test.
You feel that energy? That's Labor Day energy, and it really feels like, going to Dave's word, dynamics. You look across the board at all those games, the power structure in the CFL could be shaken a bit depending on those results. There's nothing in the regular season like Labor Day.